Yes.
1,000
No.
webisodes
Kind of.
of this podcast?
100.
More likely than you think.
No.
We
No,
made
no,
it. We
No.
did it. 1,000 episodes. Can you even do the math? A weekly podcast, 1,000 episodes?
No, because that's not. No, it's 100.
100 of what?
100 episodes of this podcast.
Explain how.
Explain how there's 100 episodes.
Sorry.
I see.
hit the button
It's
before
you've started the
You
music.
can explain
that's
after
fine.
the
Yeah.
bang, the dab, and then the 100 episodes of this. Oh, you're dancing. Oh my god,
Of
why
course
do you
I'm
learn
dancing. It's a celebration.
I swear you learn a new Fortnite dance every time we do this. How is that possible? I wish this were a video podcast at this point so they can see what the fuck you were just doing. Okay, it was fantastic.
Thank you. Well, it's a celebration. It's 100 episodes.
Welcome
I'm gonna do a little dance.
to All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
And I am Billy. Thank you so much for joining us here on our disgusting little podcast.
100 episodes. I do want to talk about that a little bit before we actually start with the, I guess it's a cacophony
Yeah.
of sound, the soundscapes of us talking,
Yes.
and the performance art of our listeners subscribing. Thank you for listening. 100 episodes of the show. That's honestly no bit aside, no cap. I hate
how you're
a
talking
microphone.
today.
This is no cap, for real, an honor to me to be podcasting for you for 100 episodes.
You'll be talking to me normally for like 4 hours before we hit record, and as soon as you're being fucking recorded, you turn into whatever this is.
A little troll of a guy, yeah.
A little troll of a host man.
Of a little 30-year-old host man, yeah. Podcasting with you for 100 episodes has been great.
100 episodes, nearly 2 years we've been doing, but a nice around centenary anniversary. We got there.
We did.
Many said it couldn't be done. Many said you should just use Squarespace hosting for your podcast because that hosts up to 100 episodes, and you'll never get there.
Most podcasts don't make it to 100.
No.
But we thought ahead. You know what's funny? If you go to our first episode, fuck it, go back. Start scrolling. Episode 001.
The opposite of this, which is 100.
Yeah, it's kind of beautiful in a performance art kind of way where you subscribe to the show. If you go back to our first episode, we it like starts out, if you remember, with us just being like, fuck podcasts. You know, because they're so hard to set up,
it does.
you know?
Yeah.
We're just like, fuck podcasting, you know, so much. But we make little comments in there about how we were like not hosting here and hosting somewhere else because we saw longevity in the show.
Yeah.
It's why I was numbering them 001. I always wanted to get into like the triple digits.
Yeah.
What? Can we get a fucking round of applause for making it to episode 100? Come on. Fuck off with that if you're not proud of me.
Can you believe that? We were being so obnoxious and we were right. And we were justified.
We did
and now everyone has to admit that we were right.
We absolutely nailed that one. About making it to episode 100. And
we really committed to the bit.
We actually did more planning ahead than than you might have noticed, dear listener, because we started it just sometime in like January or February a couple years ago, right? Counted the weeks in advance saying, well, we'll probably do it like this. And then, all right, if we do that, then the 100th episode will land on the last week of what I'm assuming is going to be a really great year. 2020. We'll make it to the end as some giant hurrah, you know? As some self-righteous hurrah at the end of a beautiful year.
The end of a beautiful year full of glowing accomplishments. Yeah. It'll be really the cherry on top.
So, no, that was just That was just something that happened to have happened. We hit our last Christmas episode, and then we have one more to squeeze in at the end of the year that happens to be our 100th episode, and then 101, new year, new us, 2021, when they hear us next.
Yes.
How dope is that?
It's really cool. It genuinely feels like it's going to be a fresh start.
I have a surprise for you.
For me?
Something I'm a little bit, I don't know, nervous to ask you on the show.
Well, I'm nervous too now.
After 100 episodes,
okay,
would you consider becoming a co-host? I think that after 100 episodes with you, minus the one with David, I think you've earned it.
Oh my god.
I think you've actually earned it. You can bump up your spot from guest.
Oh my god.
Recurring guest. And
I'm gonna cry.
We can take this to the next level, and you can be the co-host.
He's down on one knee, holding out a little XLR cable.
Will you pod with me for 100 more episodes as my co-host?
I will do it. That's legally binding. Thank you.
And
Thank you very much.
Maybe for the next year we can start having like actual guests on the show.
Well, now that I'm a co-host.
Now that you're a co-host, I think.
Now that I'm a co-host, we don't have a guest anymore.
So we should start looking for guests on the show.
I think going into 2021 and going into our triple-digit phase, we'll start having guests on the show.
Why not? We've already answered.
That's pretty exciting.
Already answered so many questions on the show. I think we need some help at this point.
I think we could use a little help. We could use a little fresh perspectives.
And after 100 episodes of this podcast, I think it's time we make some money.
Oh boy.
We got to make some cash with this.
You think it's time to get filthy rich?
I think we need to get filthy rich with this podcast, and I'd like to take our little listeners and I forget the word I'm looking for. Milk, I guess. I'd like to milk them for all they're worth.
I'd like to milk these little pay pigs for all of their hard-earned cash and dollars.
So,
if that would be possible.
As a surprise for episode 100, we have... Can I get a drum roll here? Merchandise.
Merchandise, baby!
For the first time ever in 100 episodes, 2 years of this show, we finally have a cute little bit of fairly priced merchandise for you to
We do, actually.
We
yeah. It's... Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I think that it's beautiful.
Of course it's beautiful. It's
I
us.
genuinely
We made it. We care about merchandise more than anybody else. It's simple, it's sleek, it's elegant. What is it, Billy?
Oh, I had to do the grand reveal.
Yes.
It is a beautiful little enamel lapel pin.
That's right. Pretty classic for a podcast. I didn't want to do t-shirts or anything just yet. We thought about a handful of things like that, but it's like, well, we want to go through sizes and all the stuff and limited run stuff. Plus, you're over there. You have to ship out the stuff. And we thought, let's do a pin. A pin.
Let's do a pin, yes. We have designed a beautiful little pin. It is our podcast logo. It's really minimal. It's black and white. It's a square pin, but it's got these kind of little...
wiggles.
Textured, wiggly edges like the square on our logo.
They nailed it.
And they came out so nice and so crisp. And I love them. And I've had one on my lapel for quite a while on my jacket. And I've had to not post really good selfies of me wearing my jacket in case people saw it.
Yeah, we got the pins made so long ago at this point. And then we just kept procrastinating on putting them up because it's kind of like a hard thing to do, you know? So we're just kind of, well, I have to put it in my store. You have to put it in your store. For like the international, but not for international for you, just if you're from the UK, buy it from Billy. But then we got into this big thing where it's like, well, both of our stores are kind of competing for that at once. So it kind of turns into this thing of like, do you love mommy or daddy more?
Yeah.
Who will you buy from when it comes to these?
Yeah, who will you give your money to? Who will you prove your love to with cash is the question.
Using dollar bills.
Or pound coins, if it's me that you love.
Consider that. Let's stop bidding for a second. Let's stop winding them up.
All right.
We have merch. We have a pin. It's really, really cute. If you're a listener of the show and you want a pin, they're very, very fairly priced. They're packaged real well. I think they're really cute. You could check them out by going to flatsound.org/shop if you are anywhere in the US or Canada and would like to purchase one, or
blossom.org/shop. That is blssm.org/shop. We'll put the links in the description.
boop, 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 boop.
And you can get them from me if you're in the UK, you're in Ireland, you're anywhere in Europe, Australia, or New Zealand. Anywhere like that, you can get them from my store. And so you save a bunch of money on shipping. They will come straight from me to you.
At very least, I want you to go check them out. Just go look at what we did. It's pretty cool to see our little cover as like a physical thing you can hold. It's pretty awesome. If you do want to check that out and support the show directly, you can now do that with these little pins that we made.
Yeah, we designed them together. You photographed them. I edited the photographs. We both wrote the description.
It's all
a true collaboration.
It's all good.
They're really good. They're beautiful. Please go check them out. The link is in the description.
Plug over.
Okay.
We got a classic question. Wait, we got a classic episode. Sorry.
Yes.
Run the whole episode back. I made a mistake.
Oh shit! Start again.
I misspoke there. If you heard, I fucking really embarrassed. Look at my hand. Look at what is it doing? What is it doing?
It's sweating.
It's sweating and shaking is what it's doing.
Sweating and shaking.
I misspoke just then.
Dripping.
We have a good selection of questions for this episode. Our very 100th episode. I can't stop saying it. I'm so happy that we even have listeners that like our podcast. So happy that we're 2 years into this and doing this. So I will be that. Sorry, I'm just killing time before I open this up. I don't know where it is, actually. Our first question is called Mystical, Magical, Great Dark Carnival. And it goes, hello there, lovely creatures. Happy 100 episodes. I've been listening since the first episode and I cannot describe how happy I am. I have made a little something for you. It's attached to this email. Please don't expect much. It was made in like 5 minutes in a hospital. Why? It was made in a hospital. It probably sucks, but hey, we talk shit and piss here. Can't get any worse. I just thought, why not send this as a start question? Have a wonderful new year. Jacking out this person's name. And they sent us an audio file, and I'm going to play it right now, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, baby. It's the mystical, magical, Great Dark Carnival. Can we get a round of applause for one of the coolest things we've heard on the show? It sucked in all the right ways. That's the only way I can describe it. I think it's cool as hell.
I wish you would describe it in any other way than sucking in the right way.
I think it's dope. Making that in 5 minutes in a hospital is super fucking impressive and cool.
It's one of the sickest things I've ever heard. And genuinely catchy, and I love it. And it's amazing. All right, one note. One small note.
The scatting needs
too much Mitch in there.
There's not enough Billy, I was going to say.
There's too much Mitchell in there. But that said, it's genuinely, we listened to it like a couple of hours ago when we were like preparing for it, and I went and like, made tea, brushed my teeth, blah blah blah, and that whole time that I was doing stuff, I had it in my head.
It sounds like
it's amazing.
Yeah. It sounds like the intro to Doug or something.
Thank you so much. It is a beautiful and wonderful gift for our 100th episode.
For someone who's been listening since day one, it had everything. It had me.
Yeah.
Didn't have you, so I didn't have anything. But you are now maybe the next one they make. So get to work on that. But on the next one they make, we'll include you because before you weren't a co-host.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Well, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Obviously. It had scatting. It had the name of our show. It had a little ICP reference. It had it all.
It's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much to this dear listener who's been listening since day one to the show. It's going to do an actual question, or we're going to run out of time.
We're going to do it. Okay. I'm reading this one, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay. This one is simply called Peekle. And it goes, Howdy, Mitch and Billy. I love your pisscast. Your piss and shit antics never fail to give my brain a little bit of a dopamine rush. Actually, your bathroom humor antics are what made me realise this is the perfect place to air my predicament. I think I've accidentally developed a piss kink. Yeah, I wish this were a joke. You're probably wondering, how the fuck do you accidentally develop a piss kink? Well, you see, maybe you've heard about the whole joking about a kink as a gateway drug to developing it, and yeah, it is. I'm very conflicted because, like, a fucking piss kink, but also a piss kink, if you catch my vibe. Not sure if you can help, just needed to share this. Any advice is greatly appreciated. Sincerely, your very distressed piss boy. This person's name. P.E.E.S. I apologise for any spelling or grammatical errors. English isn't my second language or anything. I just have 2 brain cells left that I am desperately rubbing together to create a coherent thought.
It's funny because when they started that PS, I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's why. It's because they're from like Germany or some No? Okay.
No.
Just like that, huh? That's cool.
That's a relatable feel if I ever did hear one.
Okay. For this episode of our Shit and Piss cast, I think this is quite appropriate. Somebody's finally developed a fucking piss kink.
About time. I mean, to be honest, all right, be honest with me.
Okay.
Do you think it's our fault?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? With the yeah, I assumed you knew that. I assumed they know that.
Did this?
I'm taking blame for that. I'm jumping on that landmine for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we joke about it constantly on the show. They're probably joking about it, and it unlocked something in them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It kind of lifted that veil of them just like, oh, wait a second. This is hot.
Yeah.
Some people think that's hot.
Yeah. And in my opinion, that's incredibly funny and very cool.
Yeah, why not? Hey, it's pretty harmless.
Fly your freak flag, my man. Go for it.
Isn't piss really sterile?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Why not?
In the scale of like fetishes, it's well above shit, right? It's like miles above shit.
It's miles above.
It's not like because it's shit and piss, they're like close together. Like
No.
shit's pretty far down there.
It's way down there. Yeah.
Piss, I think that's fine. Yeah.
It's pretty fine. Yeah.
Find someone to fucking pee on or pee on you or something like that. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with it. I'd like to state that though I don't think it's wrong, it's fucking disgusting and I would never do it. Of course. Your friends and family listening, I've never been peed on. Never pissed on someone. But I've known people who have and enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe as you get older, you're just kind of like numb to all the other stuff. And you're just like, I mean, why not at this point? I think by the time you're 30, we're going to fucking give it a shot.
Oh my God.
Why not?
Yeah, so by episode, right, let me do some math about
250.
250, yeah, another 150 eps. We'll update you. We'll update you on episode 250.
If we've tried the piss thing yet?
Yeah.
How about just on episode 250, we'll just allude to the fact of if we've tried the thing yet. And then core listeners will just be like, they did it, huh?
They did it.
They gave it the old college try.
Yeah.
Might be pretty good. You don't know. You don't know. That's the thing.
But not yet. No. Anyway.
Does this person want advice?
Well, they said any advice is greatly appreciated, but also, to me, this isn't a problem,
It's not
really.
a problem.
It's not a problem.
No.
It's fine.
No way.
It's funny, but you know that it's funny. So that's fine.
Let me squeeze some advice out of this email before we move on to something else, because though we have a lot of stuff, we're rushing through this episode.
Oh my God.
We're going way too fast. We're at the 4-minute mark.
No, it's not.
Can you believe that?
It can't be true.
We're at the 3.5. We're 3:58 right now.
Well,
it's
you know
incredible.
what they say. Time crawls along when you're having a terrible time.
Yeah, so it might have felt like around 20 minutes for them, but it's actually, it's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4:18 now. No. So let's give general advice. Don't
Okay.
be ashamed. Lots of people do this. There's one.
It's true.
And then we'll trade off. We'll go back and forth. Okay. Don't be ashamed.
Okay.
Lots of people are into this.
Yeah, people been doing this one for a very long time.
There we go.
People, it's very, I don't know. You ever watched any vintage erotica? And by that I mean like vintage. I mean like silent film era.
Yes.
So
If you would have asked me from any era, I'd have said yes.
I said yes.
Of course, yeah.
I've seen it.
Which
all, baby.
era? No, I'll name the actress, of course. Some silent film actress, porn star.
Like Vera Lynn.
Exactly.
Not Vera Lynn, she's a singer. Something
like that. Something old. Pretend I said something old sounding.
Yeah. Dorothy Quagmire.
What about... Yeah, have you seen Dorothy Quagmire's calves in this silent film? That's as crazy it got. But no, I've seen actual like vintage era like on weirdly paced film, no sound, and it's pretty freaky.
Yeah, they're always doing stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty well established. It's pretty good.
Are you asking if I've seen any piss stuff from them though?
Yeah.
I've not.
Oh.
But at the same time, I wasn't searching that.
No,
okay. Well,
that's fine.
Are you sure?
I was in a museum.
Oh. Well, now I feel filthy because I've searched it. No, I was in a fucking...
Mine was academic.
No, I was at college. Yeah, that's what I was at.
I was in college.
I was in college, yeah. The professor showed it to us. He was
oh my god.
It was actually a substitute, which turned out to actually just be a guy. Yeah,
just a guy who
wandered into the classroom. Yeah. At 22, he exposed me to silent era piss porn. And now I'm writing into my own podcast. So how is that fucking cool for me? No, I've not seen any piss stuff from that era, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and take your word for it.
People have been horny for a wide variety of things for a very, very long time. That's true. Is my point.
And they've been just wanting to animalistically get it out of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you will find other people who want to do it. So don't worry too much.
Okay, let's go back and forth one more time. One of me, one of you. Here's some quick advice. Be open and communicative with people about this thing and don't just try it.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with like certain stuff that's like a little bit more like vanilla and normalized, maybe the way that you get into it is that you're just like, let's see how their body language responds to us kind of doing stuff like this, and then you get to gauge it like that. I don't think that applies for pee. I don't think you pee on them a little and see how they feel.
No. Didn't we have a question a little while ago where someone peed on their girlfriend in the shower as a joke?
Yeah, and they broke all their toes. Of course.
So let that question be a lesson to you.
So don't do that.
Don't do that.
So that's my thing is always be communicative and open and think about like, consent, obviously. And this probably isn't one of those fetishes that you like just like see how they feel about it in the moment, This is definitely something you talk about.
Yes.
Let's hear one from you and then we're done.
I don't think I've got much
I could
else.
squeeze out some of clear browsing history more often than a person would. Not a lot more often, but some.
I like how you started being like, don't be
fine.
ashamed, but do scrub meticulously.
Don't talk about it. Why did you even tell us? Don't tell me that.
So which is it?
No, I'm only joking. It's fine. It's fine. I have no experience with it, and now I'm kind of afraid that I'm going to sound like, hey, I think that it's great, that gays want to fucking laugh, but like, don't do it in front of me, like, I don't want to be that person. If you have a piss kink, you have a piss kink. I think that's cool.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. That's my
go
advice.
for it. That's the opposite of my advice.
No.
Fucking just charge it, dude. Just fucking do it. Piss yourself in public. Just see if anyone out there just starts blushing. A train full of people, you pee yourself. Most of them are disgusted. Is there one other face in the crowd that's into it?
They've got a little anime blush going on.
Yeah, they're kind of like looking down, and they're little like their hair's kind of over their eyes, so they're kind of, but they're like, it's finally happened. Oh, I'm being tested again. Because a whimpering college student is just, oh no, I'm pissing myself.
Can't imagine anything less odd than that.
Yeah, me too. No,
Not the peeing aspect, but just the whimpering college student aspect.
I do agree this person that wrote in is kind of I guess the correct term is a freakazoid. Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Embrace yourself. Thank you for listening, and we think this is fine.
We think this is fine, and I like that you have a sense of humor about it and you're not having an existential crisis.
Yeah,
because, as I say, really is fine.
I would
really
love to
cool.
discover, I look forward to anything I discover about myself that I'm like, oh, that's actually hot. That's actually super hot. Especially if it's harmless, like all those times it wasn't. What the fuck? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, in your situation, I think that's great. I would love to discover something like that about myself. That it's just like at this age, at 30, I'm a spring chicken still.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And there could be 1,000 things that I'm like, whoa, I'm really into that. And of course, I'll explore them on the train. See if anybody blushes near me.
No, have to empirically and legally say no.
What if it's just burping? What if it's just burping? That's my honest question.
If you're doing it for sexual purposes,
then I should. Yeah,
no.
that's actually, you're right. If I'm hard while I'm doing it and just hoping that someone else is like also hard, like, then it shouldn't be allowed on a train. I absolutely agree with that. I fully agree with it. Next question.
Next question. Well, actually, before our next question, don't we have a little summon?
Oh my God! I think it's time to. We should introduce our guest.
We completely forgot.
We were saying before we should have guests on the show. Now that you're a host.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Now that you're a co-host. What did I say? Fucking A. A co-host. Bleep that out.
Not promoting me to full
No
host.
way, dude. We are down here together.
I'm
co-host.
climbing up this ladder quick. Damn.
That we should have like guests on the show, and we have live. This is live.
Yeah, this is not. Yeah, definitely not pre-recorded, and definitely not sent to us like a month or so ago.
Well, then don't say that, because why would you even put that in their heads? No, it's not pre-recorded. I'm actually gonna. This is Austin wanted to be on the show because he had something to say. Oh, I don't know what it is, but I hope it's not bad. But I'm just gearing up to unmute Austin.
Let's unmute Austin on the call.
Unmute
everyone.
Austin, who's been just patiently waiting this entire time. And let's see what Austin has to say as our first three-way sort of guest on the show. Let's Austin. Let's see where you're at.
Oh, Mitch, what a great bit.
Oh, thank you, man.
Billy, that was a really good riff, too.
Oh, cheers. Yeah.
What a hoot. Before we get to the third question here on all the space in between, I wanted to take a moment to remind the listeners to subscribe to our hosts' Patreons today.
It's a plug.
Have you heard
Austin,
Flat Sound yet? Chances are, if you are an avid TikToker, you've heard his breakout hit, My Heart Goes Bum, Bum Bum. Subscribe to his Patreon to hear more songs like that and get exclusive Discord access to the Flat Sound server where you can talk about how much you love the Patreon. Maybe you love visual things more than sound, and has Billy's Patreon got you covered there. Billy makes magazines called zines out of photos called pics. They're handmade for your hands, and what a sight to behold. Subscribe to both today and get an exclusive 10% off code exclusive to Patreon subscribers. All right, guys, back to the show.
Oh wow, Austin! Wow, Austin! Thank you so much, man.
Oh, Austin, you're too kind. You're too kind.
Yeah. Was there anything else you wanted to? He disconnected.
Oh, he hung up.
He left the Zoom call.
Yeah. Well, he's a father. He's a busy guy. He's a busy guy.
Father, wife.
The baby probably started crying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm not upset.
I'm disappointed. Fine. Yeah. I'm really disappointed that you left like that.
So abruptly.
I can't fib on our 100th episode.
Oh.
That was pre-recorded.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
is that so?
That was a pre-recorded, our first, I guess, ad read on the show.
Yes.
And thank you, Austin, for sending that to us about a month ago.
Yeah.
Sorry we didn't put it in the episode until just now. It was very easy to do, but we just didn't do it.
To be fair, I thought we should save it for the 100th one. I was like, you know what? Episode 100? Our first ad.
Look at that.
Our first sponsor.
Look at that. Yeah, because you know what's funny? We started the show saying, like, fuck it, we're going to make money off this thing. We don't really know how podcasts work, but words like podcasts, every podcast I listen to reads ads, and they're like, buy, I'm not going to say it, but this subscription box, this mattress, this something. Sometimes it's fucking pills. Buy these vitamins for your hair, and buy this fucking shaver for your balls. Right? Everybody will just read anything. Yeah. But, like, I'm proud of the amount of listeners that we have. But, like, if we read ads, we would make not nearly enough for me to justify wanting to read those ads.
Mitch's price for wanting to read an ad about the ball maintenance is quite high.
It's a bit high, yeah. It's not that little.
He won't do it for any dollar. You know?
I know podcasts smaller than us that read those ads, and I'm like, for that much? Uh-oh.
Some people got to cover hosting, you know.
For sure. Fine. But I just wouldn't do it, I guess. It's like a personal thing for me.
Yeah.
But we learned very quickly with the following that we have, like, every time we mention our Patreons or news, something going up, or we have a thing that we're working on, we get hits.
Yeah.
We get new patrons. We get, like, that's so much more useful than an ad. That's so much more useful to me. So the dream is to just kind of stay completely ad-free. And then use the platform that we have to just announce little stuff about things that we're actually passionate about things that we actually do. And I like that a lot more. Maybe that'll change in the future. I don't know. Maybe the right person will come around and actually in 2 weeks I'm going to start talking about shaving your balls because they offered me, $10 more. And it was just over that amount that I'd do it for.
It was exactly just over the bar.
I was on the line before.
Yeah, you have a number in mind.
I do have a number, yeah, and it's $10 above where they're currently throwing out there. No, I love that it's ad free, but that was our first ad read from dear old Austin. Thank you, Austin.
I loved it. Thank you, Austin. Thank you. Shall we get to our third email?
Austin said before we get into the third email, we had to do that. So yes, it is third email time. I like this question a lot.
Okay.
And it's called, and they were twins. And it goes, hello, hosts. I am in a little pickle. I have 2 coworkers who are twins. I don't know them well. I've spoken a handful of times to each of them, but I don't even know their names. I work at a company with over 300 employees. I'm not just rude. A few days before Christmas, I came into work to find that somebody had left a present on my desk with a name on it, but no indication of who it was from. I asked around and someone told me it's from the twins. Again, I do not know them and we've hardly spoken, and they didn't get a present for anyone else to my knowledge. I haven't really seen either of them since, but I know I will eventually, and I don't know what to say. Am I right in assuming it's some sort of flirtation? I am a very gay-looking lesbian, but I have recently started to grow out my hair, so I look a little more femme lately. But I think still very blank-esque. I'm not going to say that word. You almost got me to say that fucking word. It's the D word. Okay.
You almost fucking got it.
You almost got me to say it on the pod.
This is entrapment.
This is how I get canceled. I'm just reading thoughtlessly, trying my hardest, and I accidentally say the D slur. I will not say that. That's not for me. But I think I'm still very esque. But I guess maybe men don't see that. I know I should say thank you, but how do I also communicate that I don't want anything to do with either of them, much less both? Help, I'm gay and I don't know how to talk to guys, obviously. Thank you for your help. This person's name. P.S. The present was a fairly ugly scarf. P.P.S. Mitch, I started listening to your music years ago and it helped me through some tough times. And Billy, I used to follow you on Tumblr. Hey. and didn't realize you were one of the hosts of this pod till like a dozen episodes in. But I've loved your photography for ages.
Cute.
Very cute. Extremely
Very
cute.
A hilarious email.
A very, very good email. I love this email a lot.
It's so... I can tell that the person's like genuinely like a little bit like distressed about it, but it's such a fucking funny problem to have.
I'll start out by saying, I think it's fine because it's never my assumption. If some guy got you a gift, only you, and it was this gift, and you've hardly spoken, and maybe the gift was of something in particular, then maybe I would assume this is flirtation. But why would two brothers, why would two siblings? I don't think they want to like both date you or be with you.
What's the assumption here is that both of the twins are trying to flirt with you? Like they want to share
you? And also, I'm gonna say
it's either that they want to share you, which is fucked up, or they want to have like a throuple thing, which is much more fucked up.
Which is much more fucked up because they are siblings. They are siblings.
Yeah.
I'm not against three ways in any way, but I think that when you involve siblings, that's where it gets a little bit strange, right?
A little bit, yeah.
So I don't think they want anything like that, or that it's even romantic at all. And in fact, I'll point out that if the present was like a ugly scarf, they might be gay too. Are you kidding me? A scarf. We just talked about that in the last episode.
We did, literally in the last episode, yeah.
So, do you? We're of the same opinion that these twin coworkers, are not trying to fuck this listener.
They can't, like, wait, both of them definitely
I don't think
aren't.
both of them are.
There's no situation where, like, because that would, for that to happen, they would both have to start fancying you, which is probable. I'm sure you're great.
Sure, you're fantastic.
They would both have to tell each other that, and then
agree.
They would both say, well, you know what might work? If we get her a joint present from the both of us. Like, what the fuck?
And that present is this ugly scarf.
And that would be a normal way to flirt with someone, is if we got a joint present from us two who are brothers.
And then they'll come back. And then they'll say, I love you. Who? The two of you.
Both,
as one.
Both of you.
Yeah, twins are different people, despite, they're actually... That's actually two different men. So I don't think that they'll. But then again, I'm not going to give men the benefit of the doubt. I'd never do that, especially on this holiday of our episode 100. I'm not just going to start giving men the benefit of the doubt. So
no, men get no passes.
Maybe it was a little. Maybe there's something to it. I don't think that there is. So.
All right, here's as far as I'm willing to allow the possibility to go.
Okay.
Maybe one of them fancy you. And the gift is from one of them. And your co-worker was just like, oh yeah, it's from the twins, because they assumed it was from both of them. But actually it's from one of them. Maybe. Perhaps.
Or maybe they don't know the twins' names either. And they're like, it's from the twins or something.
The twins?
Maybe everybody at work sees the twins as being like this interchangeable. Maybe they're those like creepy twins that just dress the same every day.
And always hold hands.
Yeah.
And appear in corridors.
Yeah. And they sort of... I don't know if you heard this rumor. They're having threesomes with coworkers where they're both fucking. Imagine me next to my brother and we're both just fucking.
I won't imagine that.
I mean, I guess that's it. We're both just fucking. That's it.
No, I'm not going to imagine it.
Jonathan Welling.
I've put a brick wall up in my head. I'm not going to.
Johnny and I look similar. It's almost like we're twins sometimes.
Stop.
So if really when you're kissing me sometimes and I kind of have like facial hair.
Stop talking.
It could be Johnny.
I'm on cam still.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'm mortified?
Yeah, you're like rubbing your face a lot, and I keep thinking that you're like just thinking of, sorry, my brother. Was that the case? Thinking about Johnny over there?
Didn't your ex Nikki, after you broke up about like a year or so later, be like, Johnny's kind of cute?
Yeah, she does. But like Nikki's like, here's the thing about Nikki. She's unhinged.
Yeah,
She's
that's true.
unstable.
Yeah.
I love her. I love you, Nikki. I love you so much. Text me, call me. We had like a 5-hour call recently. I love Nikki. In fact, she's so comfortable with me that she literally told me that she thought that Johnny was kind of cute, right?
Which is obviously.
And I was just kind of like, it's your life, bro. Like you can do whatever. That's fine. But then she came back like a day later and was just like, I just don't like him after talking to him, you know? And I was like, you can stop updating me at any time. Like, you know, you can.
I don't actually need to know about this at all.
You could have fucked him, and it could have been just
And
over
just
my
not told
head.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Unless it has to do with me, don't involve me in this, Miss Nikki, please. No, she thought that. Why? You also think that?
No.
I'm just saying, the drinks are flowing through us.
Through us.
You and I particularly.
Sober people.
We share one beer and have to fucking lay down. And yes, it is mostly due to heartburn because I had it You think I can drink flat beer?
Oh, that had been like left out all day?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You think I should?
Different question.
That's another question. I'll write into the show next time. Should I drink a flat beer, pug it, and go absolutely nuts begging my brother to fuck my ex? Huh? How's that for a Christmas gift?
This is terrible.
How's that for a Christmas miracle?
This is terrible.
I'm using both their names too.
I know.
But it's family and Nikki's like family. I could say that. I could say Nikki and Johnny, right?
But yeah.
Okay.
No.
That's fine. Sorry, I'm just noticing every time I say Johnny, your eyes light up.
No, they don't.
On cam.
They don't.
Yeah, they do. Of course they do. Look at them. Watch this.
What?
Jonathan Welling.
Nothing
You
happened.
fucking almost fainted just now.
My pupils dilated. Oh, if only Mitch had a tattoo.
Yeah, on his neck.
If only Mitch had a neck tattoo, yeah.
Of his daughter's name, yeah. Don't make fun of Johnny's neck tattoo. It's his coolest
I'm not
tat.
making fun of it.
Good.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's why I'm saying if only you had one.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
tread lightly. We're veering in and out of bit here, and I don't appreciate the
It's
whiplash.
making me. Oh, his hands are shaking.
It's motion sickness is what I'm getting because we're veering in and out of the.
We're swerving so violently.
So what was this person wanted to fuck my brother? What is his email about?
All right, okay, back to the question. I don't think that the twins both want to get with you.
I don't either.
I will say perhaps a miscommunication has occurred. Perhaps it's from one twins and maybe one of them does want to get with you. But their question is, how does this person communicate that they don't want anything to do with any of them?
Right. I would also like to point out. Sorry, it's about my brother again. No, it's not. I'd like to point out that I only find your how do I describe this? If I'm laughing because you think that these twins want to get with you, it's not at your expense. I think that being cautious about anything like this is smart at its best, and at its worst, it's cute, right?
Yeah.
So
I find it kind of endearing. Yeah.
it's endearing, right? Please don't think we're laughing at you. Haha, you don't know how to talk to guys. Well, who wants to know that, right?
Yeah. God. Yeah.
Why learn? Especially you gay little thing, right? You're not going to
why
even
anyone?
ever use that. So let us help guide you through this. We don't think that there's anything involving the two twins happening here, but there are ways that you can communicate that you don't want anything to do with them, much less both of them. One or the other, you're not interested, right?
Yes.
A good thing was just to be thank them for the scarf. That's it.
That's it.
No more talking. No exchanged gift. Just say, oh wow, hey, thank you so much. I wasn't even expecting that. And then if they were using that to kind of like as an in to maybe there'll be a gift exchange or you'll want to talk about it more or talk to them more, this is where you don't do that.
Yeah,
You don't use
it's a
that
great
opportunity.
to not do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that will send enough of a message to them that says, thanks, but it was a wasted gift because it's, or they could just be being nice. But again, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. No.
Now, when are men nice? I don't know. They're nice sometimes, I guess. Maybe they're gay twins. I don't know. Okay, here's my suggestion.
Okay.
The present they got was a scarf, right? Fairly
Yes.
ugly scarf. You come in to work. You're wearing a new scarf. A different scarf. It's very obviously new and expensive. Still got a label on it.
It's a $78 scarf.
That scarf
It's
is in the colours of the lesbian pride flag.
Oh, and it's mink.
It's pink mink. It's pink
pink.
striped mink.
Pink mink little lesbian scarf, and you drop 400 solid on that little B word. And you're strutting.
You're strutting.
And you're on,
Yeah.
what's the app for lesbians?
Lex.
You're on Lex. Thank you for knowing that. You're on lesbian grinder, whatever that. It's Lex, I guess. And you're strutting and you're swiping, and you got a lesbian on either arm of you, with your mink scarf, and you're strutting through that thing, and you look at the two twins and you say, "Hey," I said, "Hey," and then they'll turn. And then they'll turn.
You've got a leather mummy on one arm. You've got a femdom on the other.
Boom. You look like you just fucking, that you just got into you tripped and fell, rolled comically through Pride, crashed on the other end of it into work.
Yeah.
One on each arm. You say, "Hey." I said, "Hey." And they're what? Or,
Yeah.
Jesus, who are you? Because they don't even recognize you. And you say, "Thanks for the scarf. I gave it to one of my girlfriends." And they go, "Okay. Well,
All right.
okay, that's fine." Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my girls. Sorry, what did I say? Girlfriends is what I said. One of them.
Yeah. One of them loves ugly scarves.
Ooh, yeah, a little dig there. I actually have kind of a little. I can't say the word, but you can. So keep that in mind when you do this. And you say, "Hey, yeah, I actually gave it to her because she loves ugly little shitty gifts. So thanks, you saved me a trip to the fucking ugly store." And then you,
It's like, oh, I knitted that, actually.
yeah,
It took me months.
you go,
Sorry.
my late mother taught me to knit. And that was my first attempt. That's why I didn't want to like give it to anybody from the yacht, because I thought that with how much we knew each other, that would be like an appropriate gift. I knew going in. It wasn't like the best scarf, but
Yeah, but it's just, around here, there's 300 employees, and, we're the only twins, so it's just, everyone gets us confused all the time, and it really means something that you, this person's name, that you would be able to tell us apart, and more than that, know both of our names.
exactly. And with the 300 employees that are here, we haven't really been able to connect with any of them. All of them see us just as twins, almost like we're one entity. And with you, you've spoken a handful of times to each of us, which is a lot more than anybody else. So, yeah, sorry, we gave you the. And
one
I
person
guess
usually just speaks to one of, everyone else just speaks to one of us over and over again, but calls us, but they think they're spoken to both of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You were different. That's what they'll say. And scene. That's how it would go.
That's exactly how it would go.
Not bad? Not bad.
I love this question.
I love this question too.
I love this listener.
What do? Just don't. If you don't want to talk to them, you don't really have to. You can thank them for the gift. Say, "Hey, I totally wasn't expecting this. Thank you so much. That was really
Yep.
hot of the both of you."
No,
Okay.
don't say that. No.
All right. Would you like to do something later? Both of you.
Don't, no.
And that
no.
something is me.
Oh.
Yep.
No. That's terrible advice.
Kiss me, both of you at once. Kiss me.
Sorry, everyone. Mitch has gone into his own fantasy land here.
2 men. 2 twins. Kiss me, Ryan and Kyle. Those were the twins that I had as friends growing up.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't want them to kiss me, though.
No.
Gotta say. Not to say they're not.
Reiterate that.
They're not handsome.
Okay.
Hey, they're handsome men.
Yeah. Okay.
They're just not my type.
Great.
Yeah.
Want to list off any other twins that we know?
There was actually another set of twins in my elementary school at the same time that I had those two as friends. They came into the elementary school, and guess what their fucking names were?
What?
Ryan and Kyle.
No, they weren't.
I swear.
What the fuck?
Isn't
No,
that
they
super
weren't.
interesting?
They were not.
Yes, we had a Ryan and Kyle set of twins at my elementary school that I was close friends with, right? And then 2 other boys joined the elementary school at some point, and their names, same grade, their names were Ryan and Kyle.
What was going on in 1990 to parents that they were just like having twins and naming them exactly
Ryan
the
and
same
Kyle.
thing? Why
Yeah,
are
I don't
you
know.
That's
I don't know.
insane to me.
Same
That's
grade,
crazy.
same everything. Ryan and Kyle.
That's terrifying.
Does that answer your question?
Of course not.
All right. For sure.
Are we nearing the end of our episode?
Yeah, sorry, my eyes are getting kind of heavy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, understandable. It's a tiring job doing 100 podcast episode after the course of 2 years.
Yeah.
It's hard work
Like
being this
it's
consistent.
So it's a once a week thing for me.
Yeah.
For me, it's a once a week thing.
Yeah.
For you as well.
Well, for me, it's also once a week.
Right.
Yeah.
We
And
actually
for me,
do.
it's usually at 2 a.m. Yeah.
We do record this at the same time. If people don't know that, like we have the conversation live and then we record it.
Yes.
This isn't edited, which is what most people would assume.
No one assumes.
I hand you the script. I get my lines down. I hand you the script. I go, can you just deliver this? It should only take about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Send it to me. I chop. Make it sound like we had a conversation.
It's funny that you'd write this bit into the script.
This is part of the script. And you're just sitting there reading your things that say, it's funny you would write this thing into the script. This has been All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
And my name is Billy. Thank you so much for listening to our 100th episode, especially if you've been here since episode 1. That's very amazing.
It's incredible to us.
Got some.
It's incredible to us.
Yeah, we talk some shit, but really, we were talking about this last night. Our podcast listeners are some of the coolest people that interact with us online.
I don't like online interaction anymore.
No,
it must just be being 30 or something, but like, don't get upset if you hear this and you think, oh no, what if it's me? Please just assume it's not, but just know with the amount of like people that try and talk to us online through the span of years that we've been online, a lot of them are really annoying. In like just a really dehumanizing sort of a way,
Yeah.
you know? They're just like really obnoxious in a way that like really crawls under your skin. Sometimes it's flat sound fans, and I don't blame that, especially with the last couple years of TikTok and My Heart Goes Bum 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 getting 10 million fucking streams and all that stuff. Sometimes you get newer fans that don't know what they're doing because they're so used to the idea of this is how I talk to someone. I'm into standing somebody, and it's very dehumanizing in a way that they don't understand. So for us, it's very tiresome. But our podcast listeners
Consistently fucking cool.
are fucking awesome.
Consistently cool, fucking funny, and just funny is the main thing.
They're
Funny is my
funny.
top quality in a
They're
person.
cool.
And
They get the bits.
yeah.
There's the inside jokes and the pickles and
Yes.
the everything.
I love people who listen to this episode, this episode in particular.
I love anyone who listened to this episode. Good night.
I love people who listen to this podcast and find us funny enough to listen to more episodes of that. And it's just, it's so cool to me. It's so cool and I love it. And thank you for being here with us.
But what about if those same people want to write into the show sometime? If they want to be a part of the next 100 episodes? I guess you can write us an email of anything that you, any predicament, any pickle that you want us to crunch into. You can do that at our very convenient email, which is
all the space in between at gmail.com. And you know what? Our final plug is going to be for those pins again, in case you forgot. I know you forgot. It was about fucking half an hour ago.
At least.
Yeah, it left your mind, but now it's the end of the episode, so you're free to go visit those links that are in the podcast description to go buy those little pins at either my store, if you're in the UK, Europe, Australia, blossom.org/shop, or Mitch's store, which is
flatsound.org/shop. And please keep in mind, we're going to Blossom, BLSSM.org. Flatsound is just the word flatsound.org/shop, or check out the links in the description of this thing. Are we good?
Are we done?
For our 100th episode, I would like, if you will do it with me, to jack in right at the end.
Let's do it.
We have to have jacking into the episode at some point. We have to jack into the cyberweb, and maybe we'll have extra energy for the next time that we hit 101 in 2021. Are you ready for this?
I'm so excited.
Okay, let's jack in. 1, anybody at home can do this with us. 2, thank you so much for listening. We love you. 3, okay. And I'm jacked into the cyberweb. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sound familiar?
Oh, I'm nostalgic.
This is our original podcast outro, and it's the one where you say hello in it, actually, because it's like the only one that I can find, so sorry.
It's the
New
hello
episodes every
remix.
Monday. Thank you guys so much for listening. Bye!
Bye! Hello?
It's pretty good, right?
It's really good.
I don't want to hit stop record. I want to keep listening.